Too many plays, I don't even play.
Out of my way.
Get out of my way.
Out of my way. I'm with all they friends and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Chicago Bears. Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard Mayfield going to the air right away. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Brings up second and 2. Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. To the right side, catch made by Bucca. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. As a 5-receiver set, we'll probably see that a lot throughout the course of this game, and especially in short yardage.
Yeah, and I'd like to using it in short yardage, because a lot of people say, why would you use it there? Well, what you're counting on and what you're expecting is the defense to have their short yardage defense on the field, which usually means bigger players, bigger linemen, extra linebacker, all those sort of things. You go to 5 wide receivers, spread them out. Now you're creating mismatches for yourself on offense. Let's see if they can cover those guys.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, right back to ETN. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. middle. And a solid run down inside the 30. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
180! Mayfield down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
180! What's up?
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A 41-yard attempt.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good routes downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Bears at 13-3 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them to me.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Try up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Elijah Cansey in on the stop. 2nd and 10.
At the Bucs 12-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to set down the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now Mayfield. Oh, he's got a Bucca. That's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
180! Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
Here's Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play to getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. Bears sack. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right. You have everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Ready to run! Here we go!
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bears 21, Buccaneers nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Seven yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Filthy.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Williams. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Buccaneers, nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. On the left side, a catch by White. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
No time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on, ain't on my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Once again, it's Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 48 yards. And the Bears open the lead up to 34-0. Santos with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Buccaneers, nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Paul. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Set. 180.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On second down, ETN once more. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Real.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
To throw, Mayfield on the RPO, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Regular. 180. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever.
180.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
20.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On the counter, ETN. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Travis Etienne with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
The Bucs will set up.
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yaya Diaby coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Here we go. Flip it.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
What is it? Vegas!
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Watch first. Ready to go.
Looking to throw. Williams. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Ready to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yaya Diaby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A passing look here. 5 receivers in the formation on 2nd and 4. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Head to 60. Head to 60.
Off the play fake. McCormick. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
First down.
Got it. Ready? Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up, because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game just going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Bears, they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.